Hello everybody, in this video we take a look at unique items in the game Diablo 4. Keep in mind that the footage that you see and the information here is from pre-release version of Diablo 4 and is subject to change. Now from my understanding, with all the sources that are read so far, that set items won't be the game, or some say at least postponed. But for example, I read today an article on GamesRed when it's mentioned, and I quote, one of the most iconic parts of the Diablo franchise won't be making its way to Diablo 4 at launch, said the game set items have been postponed. So basically, remember the green item, the set you're getting, and basically, I think, as far as my understanding goes, Blizzard actually want to get rid of it in Diablo 4, or at least postpone it, and maybe it will be introduced in a better way in Diablo 4. Now, I can remember a bit foggy back then in 2019. Again, things, of course, changed quite significantly with lots of quarterly updates about things. But there was a part, I think, that mentioned, the development team mentioned that they want to move away from the traditional set item system and focus more on making unique items more powerful. Just make them powerful and make them stand on their own. Now, the idea, of course, is to encourage players to mix and match and experiment with different type of armors, with different type of builds, rather than say, all right, I'm going to farm for this armor set and we're going to stick with it because this works and I get some really strong buffs. So it seems like they're just taking a different approach to itemization system this time. And well, this way now we have the unique, are going to be the rarest drops in the game, as you can see here, some of them. So these are the items that you're probably going to get like only a few of them in an entire season. Right, so a few things to note. First of all, you're going to have a unique affix that's going to be supposed to be very powerful compared to regular affix. And some of them, as you can see, will match for a specific class, while others will be available for any class, all classes. Now, I have a feeling, of course, that we can expect the one that actually fits your class to be very, very powerful for that specific class. The drop rates, of course, are going to be pretty low compared to any other item that you can find. And of course, people will try to farm for it and get it and enjoy, of course, being more powerful once they do get it. They also have fixed stats. This means that it doesn't matter if one player gets it and a second player, both of them will have the same type of item, the same version of it with the same stats. It's not going to change. You're going to have random stats between two items dropped to two different players. But again, keep in mind, this is from pre-release information right away. This might change when the game is finally released. We can see actually from these examples here, for example, the Mad Wolf's Glee, you can see that it's for the droid, all right? You can also see that none of them, you can salvage them. You have the Kilt of the Plaguebringer. This is like for all classes can use it. There's no restriction here. And the Stonewalker's Cudgel, which is for the druid. And we can see an example. For example, this is the Mad Wolf's Glee. You can see the unique, by the way, is marked with a certain color. Same as, by the way, with the legendary one, but this is for the unique. Poisoned enemies eat by your Lacerate or Thrash instantly deal 25% of the remaining damage to all nearby enemies. And this is really cool. Dealing every damage, if you kind of overdo your damage, overkill, you're going to get damage to the remaining enemies. For the Kilt of the Plaguebringer, your poison no longer deals damage over time. Oh, that's interesting. Instead, 127% of the total damage is dealt to the target when your poison expires. Poof! Some interesting and creative stuff. Hit effect for the Stonewalker's Cudgel. When Hurricane deals damage, there is a chance to automatically cast Tornado at the target for free. So yeah, you can see the pretty creative and really powerful stuff that can really also change the way you actually play a certain class. And of course, players will try to amplify it and change their build to shift to actually match those things. Because again, this would be something like kind of a main node that players will try to work around that unique perk in order to make it even more powerful. Just an example, if you're going to use the Mad Wolf's Glee, you're probably going to invest more on increasing the damage of your Lacerate and Thrash in order for, you know, that extra damage to be dealt, more damage to be dealt to nearby enemies. One last thing about Mythic, they also removed, I read a post on GameSpot of Diablo 4 changes itemization, including removal of Mythic, and then they mentioned, as so quote, Mythic was removed in order to not have an item quality that invalidates all others. So yeah, so Mythic's gone. Welcome Uniques. And from what I can see, by the way, right now, based on what I see here, I think that the Uniques are more about giving you kind of a unique style of gameplay, changing something at its, you know, either at its core or kind of enhancing something so you can take it and build a strong build, but it shouldn't invalidate other good legendary items. All right, so I think it just gave me extra something special, but it won't be like the Mythic that will make other maybe type of builds irrelevant, because it's just going to focus on that specific gear. We need to wait and see. Yeah, so overall Uniques supposed to be some very, very interesting items to get, and of course it's going to be hard to get them, but once you get them, you might even shift your build entirely to match those Uniques. And I'm happy personally if the armor sets won't actually be in the game. I never liked them, by the way, and I hope they won't be in the game. Unless they're going to bring it in a, you know, kind of a different form. And again, I'm not talking about, of course, the items, the cosmetic items, of course, not related at all. That's about it. That's what I know so far. If you have any more information about it, let me know and let us know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, everybody. More videos are coming, so make sure to subscribe to my channel, and also to be more interesting content and updates, and of course guides and builds, more stuff when the game of course is released. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.